estate a really good investment? Yes, real estate is probably the best investment you can make. Overall, you're looking at year to year ROI on real estate. Ways to look at real estate investment. One being, what are your needs right now? If you need to move and you're looking for a place to build some roots and to, be there and enjoy the property, be there for 5 to 7 years, maybe even 10, and then we'll kind of decide what to do from there. Of course, it's going to appreciate. Real estate appreciates all over the country. Number two is if you're an actual investor, you are purchasing a 2 or 3 family home, you are living in one of the units, and you're renting out the other 2, which means your mortgage is subsidized. That's a great investment. And then there's the full-on just investor. And the full-on just investor is going to essentially just purchase properties and never live in them. They are just looking at cap rates, which I strongly recommend that they don't do. I look at the quality of the space, the finishes, any work that needs to be done to it, and then I say, consider doing your real cap rate after you have renovated these apartments, because that's when you're really going to be able to make a better income. As the years progress, you will be able to increase the rent and make a better income. That is a real investor strategy rather than just looking at something as a cap rate for what it is currently, because that doesn't really show the full potential of the property. You want to be able to use it in its highest and best use, and that is essentially how you're going to make more money from it. These 3 sort of situations have in common is that usually what you're seeing is a longer buy and hold term. For investors that are buying properties that are solely, just cap rate looking properties, they're probably going to hold on to them for 10 to 20 years. They're part of an investment portfolio. They are how they build generational wealth. For the middle person who is looking to live in an apartment, subsidizing their mortgage from their rent roll, you're probably going to live in it for 5 to 7 years. That's still a pretty long-term strategy. Sometimes you might live in it a little bit less, a little bit, shorter time. Overall, you're still going to be able to also put down a smaller down payment and see an ROI on that in several years. And then there's the person that is the primary use for a single family sort of occupancy situation. And that is something where we say, don't think about the return on your investment. You really want to build what you want to build. And during that time, you're probably going to make a lot of changes to that property. You're probably going to redo interior components of it. And so you're going to get an ROI just based on that. If you want more information, reach out to me, follow and share on IG.